And we look at our mural project, we call it the CALM project, Culture, Art, Literature, Mural Project. When we think about reading and literacy, or anything that kids have to learn, when the sole focus is on the skills, it often becomes boring. Not only for kids, but it also becomes boring for teachers to teach it. So when we looked at our project here, what this did was bring culture, art, and literature together in a meaningful learning engagement.
Part of our multicultural grant involved integrating students between New Britain, Plainville, and Farmington. Students built an awareness and appreciation of diverse student backgrounds, cultures, and abilities, while also learning about various cultures. Every student kept an ongoing writing journal that gave the students the opportunity to reflect on their own work, the work of others, and to communicate and express their feelings. Pen pal letters were continuously exchanged throughout the year.
I thought having a pen pal was interesting because I learned a lot about a different person and not myself or like my friends. And she's really tall. I told her to grow shorter, but she said I can't. But she's really funny.
Students created a multicultural mask that represented various cultures studied throughout the year. Students also created self-portraits to share with their partners as a getting to know you activity. This gave students the opportunity to talk about themselves and discuss their family background.
8th graders from Roosevelt Middle School in New Britain brought the books that they selected with Dr. Jesse Turner to the New Britain Museum of American Art and shared the books with the 3rd graders. The students worked in small groups and helped the elementary children create I Am poems. The students also were given the opportunity to view the Thomas Hart Benton murals. The middle school students really enjoyed working with the elementary kids.
We're trying to write a poem about America.
Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses, yearning to be free, the wretched refuse of its
colorless and bland, with no type of diversity within our land, no black, red, yellow, not even a tan. Were we really America? We are the land of the free, the different, the new, purple, pink, black, and sometimes blue, traditions from Jamaicans, Haitians too. Now we're really America.
The process for selecting the books involved Roosevelt Middle School students coming to Central University to the Literacy Center. They looked through hundreds of different books, and what they had to do was select positive representatives of the communities that would represent a diverse America on our mural.
I love it.
So they had to select books about Native Americans, written by Native Americans, Hispanics, Asian Americans, Anglo-Americans, and people who were physically challenged or had learning disabilities, and they had to make sure that these books properly represented these communities. And it was a wonderful learning task, because the kids did find a lot of books about people in America written by other people rather than people from those communities. And so they had to really learn to critically examine the books.
I do that.
This will be like...
The story is about the snake in the desert that doesn't let nobody go through the road. So the lady, she makes the road runner to protect everybody from the snake. Yeah.
Are those colors important?
Yes, they are.
Yes.
Why are they important?
Because it's Spanish.
Are bright.
All right, Spanish colors are bright?
Yes,
okay.
they are.
No pastels, no like real light pinks.
You know
blues
sason's orange?
Okay, yes.
If you help me, together we can make a guardian of the road, Desert Woman says. I will form the body and each of you will bring us a gift for our new friend. And she drew this beautiful woman right there. Identical.
She gave her shoes. Because here she doesn't have shoes.
That's the drawing, people.
Everyone is missing the boat on teaching and learning these days because all the talk is focused on standardized tests. Every administrator, politician, and parent across America is tying the future of America's children to test scores. The simple truth is tests don't motivate children to learn. Innovative and creative learning opportunities like the ones within this project motivate learners. What I enjoyed about this project was the interdisciplinary connections provided both children and their teachers. This project involved reading, writing, and even some math. Just think about this. Middle school kids coming to school on Saturdays to read, paint, and recite and read poetry. Over 80 Saturday hours went into this mural, and the kids received no grades for their efforts. They gave up basketball, sleeping late, and watching TV to participate in this project. Their only reward was a few donuts. They put their heart and souls into that mural. Maybe it's time for America to rethink the way we teach children again. One last thing I wanted to say. Thank you to Augustine Cofrancesco for putting together the team to work on the culture, art, and literature mural and finding the funding to make it a reality. Of course, I have to thank the 3rd graders, the 8th graders, and their teachers, and the parents from New Britain, Plainville, and Farmington who helped to celebrate our glorious American symphony of friendship and diversity. Thank you.